A 17-year-old girl was traveling with her mother on a flight deep over the Amazon rainforest. It was supposed to be a simple journey home for the holidays. Her father was waiting for them on the other side, somewhere in the jungle where her parents worked as scientists. Nothing about that day felt unusual. Nothing warned them that the sky would turn against them. Inside the cabin, she sat quietly beside her mother as the plane continued its route. Clouds began to thicken outside the windows. The calm flight slowly turned unstable. Without warning, the aircraft entered a violent storm system hidden deep in the sky. The aircraft began to break apart thousands of meters above the jungle. Seat by seat, section by section, it was coming undone in midair. And then, everything gave way. The girl, still strapped to her seat, was pulled into the open sky. She was falling through clouds. The fall didn't feel real.
For a moment, nothing. When she opened her eyes, she was on the ground, deep inside dense rainforest. Broken branches everywhere. Wreckage scattered like the sky had exploded into the earth. Her body was badly injured, but she was alive. At first, her mind refused to understand what had happened. Only fragments returned. The plane, the storm, the fall. And then the truth settled in. She was alone. No passengers. No mother. No plane. Only the jungle surrounding her on all sides. She called out for her mother.
Mom! Mom!
There was no rescue, no path, no direction. Only survival.
So she moved, slowly, breaking through pain with every step. She followed what she remembered from her parents' knowledge of the jungle. Then, she saw it. A stream cutting through the forest floor. Water became her only direction. She followed it, drinking when she could, collapsing when she couldn't continue. Then came the hardest part. Wreckage. Seeding. Metal. Torn remains of the aircraft scattered everywhere. And among them, passengers, still strapped in their seats, motionless. She stopped for a moment, then turned away. Because if she stayed any longer, she wouldn't keep moving at all. Her injuries worsened with every passing day. A deep wound on her arm burned constantly. There was nothing to treat it. Only endurance. Then, something unexpected appeared. A small wooden shelter hidden deep in the jungle. Used by loggers, abandoned. But it was shelter. For the first time, she could stop. She rested there briefly. Then, she moved again. Food was almost nothing. She survived on whatever the forest gave her. Small, uncertain, never enough. Every choice carried risk. Still, she followed the stream. Days collapsed into one another. Her strength faded. Her vision blurred from exhaustion. But then, something changed. The jungle opened slightly. The sounds shifted. And then, she heard it. Voices. Human voices. Real. Close. She forced herself forward one final time. Through pain. Through exhaustion. Through silence. Until she reached a clearing. People were there. For a moment, she froze, unable to believe what she was seeing. Then they saw her. Shock. She tried to speak, but her body collapsed before the words came out. After days alone in the Amazon rainforest, she was no longer alone. She had been found. And that 17-year-old girl was Juliane Koepke.
Juliane Koepke is now a German-Peruvian biologist. She is the only known survivor of Lanza Flight 508, and her story remains one of the most extraordinary survival cases in aviation history. As for what happened to her mother, Juliane's mother, Maria Koepke, did not survive the crash. Her body was never recovered in the dense jungle. Juliane later learned she was the only survivor of the entire flight. And the last memory she had of her mother was sitting beside her in that aircraft, moments before everything fell apart in the sky.